Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Good evening. My name is Susan Jackson, principal of Goose Creek Memorial High School. I want to welcome you to the Fertitta Center for the Goose Creek Memorial High School graduation ceremony. In respect of the graduates and those seated around you, we ask that all cell phones and other electronic communication devices be turned off or muted during the ceremony. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Would you please stand now in honor of our graduates? Audience members and graduates, please remain standing and direct your attention to the center of the floor for the presentation of the National and Marine Corps colors by the Goose Creek Memorial High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC Color Guard. The members of the Guard are Captain Cameron Nethery, First Sergeant Sion Coleman, Corporal Isaiah Velasquez, and Lance Corporal Jose Lozano. We will honor America with the Pledge of Allegiance, the Choral Pledge of Allegiance, and the GCM school song performed by the Goose Creek Memorial Show Choir and Band. Thank you. Please remain standing as the Goose Creek Memorial Senior Student Body Secretary, Athena Genovas, will lead us in the invocation, and the GCM Senior Student Body Vice President, Brianne Schul, will give the welcome.
Good. Okay. Please bow your heads and join me in prayer. Dear Lord, as we gather here today to celebrate new beginnings, let us not forget the blessings that follow behind us. For our school, which has given us a safe place to learn and a strong foundation to build upon as we take this next step into the world. For our teachers, who have so richly loved and cared for us. For our families, who have cheered us on to the finish line and stood by our sides through the many bumps in the road. And on this day especially, we thank you for the friends that we have found among our classmates, for all the jokes that we will laugh about in years to come, and for the hardships and tears we have endured together side by side. We ask that you bless the lives of each graduating student with goodness and love. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. In Jesus' name, amen.
You may now be seated. Good evening. It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. My name is Brianne Schrull, and I serve as Student Body Vice President. On behalf of my class, I would like to thank our families, friends, teachers, administration, and the Board of Trustees for your support through this journey. Graduates, would you please take a moment to acknowledge those who have stood beside you, encouraging your success. None of us would be sitting here today without your motivation and words of wisdom. Well, seniors, we made it. We can now officially call ourselves survivors of high school, and better yet, survivors of junior year. Thanks to Google and the beautiful phenomenon we like to call Quizlet. We all know if you can survive the countless tests, projects, and mental breakdowns of junior year, you're basically invincible. Reaching this goal of graduation is an exceptional achievement that required long nights of tedious homework, endless hours of studying, and lots of memories created along the way. But yet, here we are in the spot we have fantasized over since our freshman year. Parents, thank you for being the ones to believe in us when we didn't believe in ourselves, for providing unconditional love in the times we need it most, and sacrificing your today to give us a better tomorrow. For many parents, it feels like just yesterday we were toddling into kindergarten with backpacks bigger than us, loading buses for field trips to the zoo, and making goodie bags to supply an army of sugar-crazy children. Even though time has somehow slipped through your fingertips, we always promise to be your princess-loving little girl and Lego-building little boy. Teachers, thank you for exemplifying what it means to be a true patriot and displaying your unwavering dedication to ensure our success. We will never forget the history lessons about the old guys with the white wigs, the English books that you prayed had a good summary on Spark Notes, and the math classes where you discovered imaginary numbers existed. I know senioritis sometimes got the best of us, but thank you for always seeing us through. Lastly, we would like to thank Ms. Zamora, Ms. Birch, Mr. Shaw, Ms. Crawford, and Ms. Jackson. You have all played a significant role in getting us to this point. In the beginning, we want time to go by faster. In the middle, we want time to slow down. In the end, we want time to never close. However, we have to remember that we are not saying goodbye to our high school career, but instead, we are welcoming our new endeavors to success. So as I welcome you to this joyous ceremony, take a minute to reflect on the memories that have shaped you into the person you are today and prepared you to open a new chapter. Congratulations, class of 2019, and welcome to your graduation ceremony, where every day is a holiday and every meal is a feast.
There are many people here today who have contributed to the success of our seniors. We would like to express our appreciation by recognizing some of them at this time. First, we would like to recognize our 2018-19 Goose Creek Board of Trustees and our Superintendent of Schools. Please hold your applause until I have introduced all individuals, and then we will recognize them together as a group. Please stand as I call your name and remain standing till you have all been recognized. President, Mr. Pete Poppy. Vice President, Mr. Augustine Laredo II. Secretary, Ms. Jessica Woods. Assistant Secretary, Mr. Howard Sampson. Member, Mr. Ben Poppy. Member, Mr. Al Richard. And member, Mr. Richard Clem. And our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Randall O'Brien. Please join me in recognizing our 2018-19 School Board of Trustees and Superintendent. We are pleased to have our City Council member, Charles R. Johnson from District 3 with us today. Please stand and be recognized. Would the Central Administration and Central Office staff please stand and be recognized? And please join me in recognizing all of the Central Administration and Central Office staff. We are also pleased to have the Goose Creek Memorial Feeder Pattern Principals, Principal of Peter E. Highland. Would you please stand and be recognized? Now, can you please join me in recognizing the administrative staff of Goose Creek Memorial High School? Please stand and be recognized. The faculty at Goose Creek Memorial High School is made up of men and women who care about their students. They have worked with these young people for 4 years and have grown to know and love them. They have all helped them reach this point in their lives. Will the Goose Creek Memorial High School faculty please stand and let's recognize them. You as parents of the fine young men and women have played a vital role in their education process. We appreciate your support you have given us. Would the parents of the graduates please stand and be recognized? It is now with great pleasure that I turn the podium over to 3 of our most distinguished members of Class of 2019. Our keynote speakers this morning will be Luis Serrana, Senior President, who will deliver Senior Reflections, Shayla Yadav, who will give the Salutatorian Address, and Soham Datar, who will give the Valedictorian Address.
All right, Class of 2019, I want to give a huge congratulations to everyone for being here today. We have grown both physically and mentally throughout the years. Just think about all the music and fashion trends that we lived through, and remember all the different dance moves that were created. Looking back to freshman year, we watched each other whip, and then we watched each other nay-nay. We got all caught up in our feelings, asking Kiki if she loves us. Now, we have the diplomas in the back, tassel is attached, got the cap and gown that's red to match, and can't nobody tell us nothing. Thank you. As foolish as we danced and acted, it was somehow all a part of God's plan. God's plan. Our graduating class of 2019 has undeniably been one of the most competitive and successful classes in GCM's history. We have accumulated a tremendous $8.7 million in scholarship money. Yeah, let's hear it. Throughout our years at Goose Creek Memorial, our art, band, orchestra, choir, and drill team won countless awards. No, seriously, there's too many for me to even count. The athletic and ROTC programs brought home an unbelievable number of awards, and our various student organizations outdid themselves proudly representing our school. Though, looking back, our class made these past 4 years look easy. However, they weren't always as easy as they seemed. We were presented with many challenges and obstacles that we had to overcome, but I am sure we can all agree that this class of 2019 is truly resilient. We survived Hurricane Harvey, freezing weathers that came with snow, several plant explosions, 4 different schedules, a time change, and scariest of all, high school. Thank you. The beloved or hated Star-Lord, Guardian of the Galaxy, once said, "I look around at us and you know what I see? Losers." I mean, like folks who have lost stuff, and you think life takes more than it gives, but not today. Today it's given us something. It's given us a chance. Graduates, despite all the odds, we still managed to be here today, and don't forget, graduation is not the end, it's only the beginning. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2019, and congratulations on all of your accomplishments that have led up to this point. Among my friends and family, I have quite the reputation for rambling, so when I was presented the opportunity to give this speech, for some odd reason, the words just wouldn't come to me. How do you summarize 4 years of your life in less than 5 minutes? I've come to the conclusion that you can't. I know for Salutatorian you would expect a better answer, but bear with me. Though I cannot provide a summary of all of my experiences, I'd rather like to share the lessons I've learned throughout my high school career. Freshman year, we entered the school with shiny smiles and little to no idea as to what we were getting ourselves into for the next 4 years. I think we can all agree that this was nothing like High School Musical, And let me be the first to say that the first day of school was arguably one of my worst high school experiences. I went to the wrong class 3 times and somehow got on the wrong bus. And to make matters worse, the bus driver couldn't drive me back home before her next rotation, so I had to sit with the kindergartners. Easily a low point in my new high school career. Despite this frustrating day, I got an important reality check. I was no longer a big fish in a small pond. I was a freshman, or as seniors lovingly say, fresh meat. While navigating these new waters, I became more involved. I immersed myself in clubs at school and expanded my efforts to the community. This eventually became my inspiration for my future career, chemical engineering. Now that we're graduating, we will become even smaller fish in an even bigger pond. This is always a hard pill to swallow, but it is humbling. Once you're at the bottom of the food chain, you can only go up. Use this as an opportunity to track your growth, and once you look back and see all you've overcome, you will no longer think that you are the small fish that you were. I'd like to take this opportunity for all of us to look around and truly appreciate this moment. In 10 years, when we come back for our reunion, we won't remember our GPAs, our grades, or our ranks. In 10 years, we'll remember the relationships we made. So I want to take this time to look around and embrace this moment, because right here, right now, is the last time that all of us will be in the same room together. I'd like to end my speech by thanking the people who have molded me into the person I am today. I would first like to thank my family. Mom and Dad, thank you for working tirelessly and raising 3 strong, independent daughters. Sunana and Shikha, thank you for being the most supportive and caring sisters anyone could ever ask for. The endless supply of Sephora is an appreciated bonus. I'd like to thank my mom especially for believing in me when there were times that I didn't even believe in myself. Mummy, मैं तुमसे बहुत प्यार करती हूँ और मेरे लिए आपने जो कुछ भी किया उसके लिए thank you. Now I'm gonna make me cry. I'd also like to thank my teachers. Miss Hebner, thank you for helping me find my voice. You made me understand the power vested in words, and it's this voice that has allowed me to become a better advocate for what I'm passionate about. Mr. Longorio, thank you for never giving up on me. I know I ask an excessive amount of questions, but thank you for answering each and every one wholeheartedly. I'm proud to say that it's because of you that I'm now studying to be a chemical engineer. Mr. Lowry, thank you for helping me tackle the beast, which is AP Physics. Yeah, I heard that. You've always encouraged me to push my limits, and I've grown into someone who's more self-assured because of that. Miss Morris, when I first entered your class, people told me you'd be the nicest woman I'd ever meet, and they were right. Thank you for making art so memorable. Miss Black, thank you for everything. You were and continue to be my guide and role model. Seeing a woman working in the STEM field is empowering, and I'm glad I'll be able to share your love for UT next year. Hook 'em. I'd like to say a final thank you to my friends, Aaron, Kayla, and Athena. We've grown so much closer this past year, and I'm so lucky to have such a supportive girls of my corner. Y'all are my best friends, and I'm so honored to have that position. Class of 2019, we did it. Congratulations on all of your hard work and success, and may your future continue to be as successful. And to all the times that you may feel like a small fish in an ocean, I'd like to share a piece of advice someone wise once told me. Just keep swimming.
Oh, just kidding. Thank you, guys. Good evening, everyone, and namaste. Parents, staff, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, my fellow students of the class of 2019, it is an honor to stand before you today on this special occasion. Today is the grand culmination of many years of hard work. Today is a day to be thankful and inspired. However, I'll be frank, I don't plan to give any advice during this speech. Many other people who are smarter and more experienced than I can give better advice to you. So I encourage you to find inspiration in a book, in your parents, or in whatever you derive happiness from. I do, however, plan to thank all who have helped me get to this point. I know half of you can't hear me, and the other half probably don't care anyways, so I'll try to keep this short. To begin, I'd like to thank all my teachers who, as Mrs. Black says, have provided me with the roots to grow and the wings to excel. So a thanks goes out to Mr. Kang for helping me get better at poker, magic, ping pong, and many Switch games, while also teaching me math, physics, and statistics all in the span of a year. To Mr. Schrull for never allowing me to see hexagons the same way again. To Mrs. Johnson for loving horses so much even after one of them kicked her in the eye. To Mr. Robertson for teaching us a very memorable way to remember the World War. To Mrs. Canariato for discussing every Game of Thrones episode with me. To Mrs. Canatella for letting us play with roly-polies in class. To my art teachers, Mrs. Morris, Mrs. Aguilar, and Mr. Case, for always praising my art, even though everyone, myself included, knows it sucked. To Mrs. Huebner for making us write an essay on the importance of pennies. To Mr. Lowry for his Hawaiian shirt Wednesdays. To my tennis coaches, Coach Dutchover and Coach Targak, you guys are some of the funniest and most optimistic people I've ever met. To Mr. Longorio for blowing up pumpkins and lighting bubbles on fire in class. To Mrs. Black, who has been so much more than a teacher to me this past 4 years. She has treated me as her own son, and without her, I would definitely not be as successful. And to all the other teachers and counselors who I have inevitably missed, but who have selflessly shared with me their time, expertise, and knowledge, and have always gone above and beyond the call of duty. Next, I would like to thank my family. For starters, a shout out goes to my dear brother, who is sitting over there, and who graduated from the GCM class of 2012. Coincidentally, his IQ level is also 12. But in all honesty, he has served as a perfect role model for me throughout high school, even if he is a little dumb. To my parents, whom I call Ai and Baba, who have supported me in too many ways to count. You guys dragged me out of bed in the morning, made sure I was fed and clothed, and drove me everywhere before I finally got my license. And you always took way too many pictures of me at every event I went to. I love you guys so much. You guys have repeatedly told me that I have the capability to excel in everything that I put my mind to, and have consequently encouraged me to pursue everything from tap dancing to taekwondo. Also, my family has traveled here all the way from India to see me graduate. This is their first time in America, and they're sitting over there. So, Shailu Mama. Shailu Mama, Tejasvi Mami, Mona Moshi, Rekha Moshi, Aji, my 2 cousins Ishanvi and Vedant, and Abhay Kaka, and in my language, Kaka means uncle, not poop. If you guys would wave. Because they always laugh at my quote-unquote American accent, I would like to thank them in my mother tongue, Marathi. So here it goes. Tumcha saganche ashirvad ani prem sadaiva asech rahu dya. Unfortunately, I'm sure they didn't understand that either because I can't speak my language too well. But my family in India and my extended family here in Baytown have always been my #1 fan club, and I am grateful for their love and support. And finally, to my friends in the class of 2019, I couldn't even begin to name all of you guys because I would be here all day. I'm so lucky to have had you guys for me not only when I was down, but also when I was happy. I'm very thankful for the time I've shared with you guys. Ultimately, when our memories from our short tenure here at GCM begin to disappear, that's how we will gauge our time here. Not in periods or semesters or years, but in the bonds and friendships we have forged and in the moments we have spent together. Thank you all again.
Honored guests, this morning we will call the names of our graduates. I would like to point out that the top 2% of the class will be recognized as summa cum laude. The next 3% of the class will be recognized as magna cum laude, and the next 5 will earn the distinction of cum laude graduate. These students represent the top 10% of our senior class and are seated with honor at the front of the graduating class. We would now like to honor our students who have enlisted in the military by name and branch. Please stand and remain standing till all students have been called. Those students who are enlisting in the Marines, Ethan Robbins, Romero Yanez, Anna Lily Galvan. Students enlisting in the Air Force, Alexis Weber, Juan Ceja Escoval, Trayvon Fontenot, Tyson Lewis, Jordan Singleton. Those that are enlisting in the Navy, Emily Hanson, Marianne Mathis Williams, Alicia Rocha, Gabriela Hernandez, Daniela Perez, Jesus Lozano Amanya, Danielle Beltran, Cheyenne Wiscusser, Alexandra Burke, Adar Jeffers. Those enlisting in the Army are Joseph Gonzalez, Jesus Solis, Dylan Bradbury, and last, the Coast Guard, Chase Carrington. Can you give them all a round of applause? Thank you so much. Because we have recognized them individually at our Honors Assembly and reception on May 21st and in print today's program, we will not introduce the students who have received honors, awards, or scholarships. I would like to point out that this graduating class of Goose Creek Memorial has been offered scholarships in over $8,667,626. We want to congratulate this fine group of young men and women who have received these following honors and scholarships. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Goose Creek Memorial High School, Senior Principal Sharissa Crawford, Senior Class Counselor Alicia Zamora, and College and Career Counselor Kimberly Mitchell, I would like to extend our best wishes for future success. It is with great pleasure that I turn today's program over to our Superintendent of Schools for the certification of the class of 2019 of Goose Creek Memorial High School.
Good evening, high school students. That may be the last time you hear yourself call that, right? Members of the Board of Trustees, staff, family members, alumni guests, most importantly, members of the class of 2019, we welcome you here this evening. It is my honor to join you today on this historic occasion. This year's graduating class shares our celebration of 100 years as a school district. Recently, I was interviewed and I was asked a question, a rather simple question. What makes Goose Creek schools different? What really sets it apart from other school districts? I take such pride in all that I'm blessed to witness happening when I walk the hallways and see you in action. For a moment, I was taken back by that question. What one thing do we brag about? My mind raced through all the variables that I believe make us different. The academies of Goose Creek, what we call the schools within a school for our pathways of opportunity, which allow you to take advanced courses, which explicitly focus on real world throughout your high school experience. Then I thought about the robust business and industry partnerships that many of you have been introduced to as a part of your degree plan, which I have given you, some of you, the opportunity to have already secured highways jobs after graduation from high school. Then that led me to consider our partnership with Lee College. And so many of you have taken advantage of earning college credit while still in high school, getting a head start with your personal plan for success. In fact, GCM students have earned a total of 2,929 college credits through dual credit. Congratulations. As I pondered that question, my mind began to wonder about all of the success stories, ranging from more than 300 state history fair winners, 10 of whom went on to win first place in the nation in the History Fair contest. Then I thought about the record number of AP scholars that are sitting among you this evening. Those of you that have won district, region, and state athletic and fine arts awards. Across the district, more than $18 million in scholarships have been awarded this year alone. Then I thought about the fact that we have an Apple Distinguished School and Apple Distinguished Educator in our school district, and we're continually upgrading your access to technology. That interview question really kept swirling around in my head. What makes Goose Creek Schools different than any other school? Then I thought, well, we are celebrating 100 years as a school district. 100 years is a very long time. Well, what else are we known for? Well, we are the largest employer in the region with over 3,000 highly qualified, dedicated employees who, in my mind, accomplish more in 1 year than some people do in a lifetime. Why? Because they influence you. Simply by doing their job, they have an exponential impact on our community, our state, and our society as a whole. Then it dawned on me, there's not one thing that we can hang our hats on, but more of a commitment that we have made as a district. One in which each and every employee is committed to develop you, the whole child. We've not been called to develop only one thing about any of you sitting here tonight. In fact, we feel so strongly about our commitment to you, our students, that we put it in writing, right there in our mission statement. We believe in developing the whole student, enhancing every learner's intellectual, social, and emotional well-being. You see, while you all began your education some 13 years ago, we know you reset your focus about 4 years ago with one goal in mind, to walk across this stage this evening. Likely you sat down with your parents before confirming with your counselor what your pathway would be. In 4 years, you were charged with successfully completing 26 credits of courses. Over that same period, you'd have almost 500 courses to choose from. So putting it mildly, you've all had a common singular goal of graduating. The opportunities available to you have been immense, allowing you to chart your own course for success, which has led you to sit in the seat you are tonight. Back to my point, we certainly find value in developing your academic skill set, but we also trust that you have adopted a more holistic approach in understanding where you're going to go from here with your social settings, how you develop confidence over time, from pre-kindergarten through today. You've been cultivated on how to celebrate success with humility and accept loss with graciousness, and every emotion in between. You see, we believe there's more to you than just a test score or a victory or a loss in the fields. In fact, we believe in you as human beings who have totally unlimited potential in this world. So to be clear, although I could not answer the interview question with a single thing that we hang our hats on here in Goose Creek, I believe that I've finally arrived at what that mystery may be. After much reflection, I believe that what we can celebrate more than any other thing is someone who has learned to overcome their challenges, big and small. Someone who has known victory and defeat and learned to accept either as a result of playing fairly. Someone who has learned to share when they have much or when they have little. Someone who has learned to treat others the way they want to be treated. Someone who has learned to shake a hand firmly, look someone in the eye when talking to them. Someone who's learned the meaning of pledging allegiance to our nation and to each other. Someone who has come to understand the meaning of service above self, and that not one of us is as smart or effective or impactful as all of us can be when we work together. Someone who has learned that perseverance and hard work actually do pay off in the end. And finally, someone who has learned that each one of us has a specific purpose in life, intended for us and us alone. The person that I have described to you tonight happens to be you. Each and every one of you is the single most important thing to Goose Creek CISD's success. We are proud of each and every one of you for your individual accomplishments, and we believe that you are worth the time and energy invested by our teachers and our staff, primarily because we believe that our future is worth a society with that kind of commitment. Being here tonight, you have demonstrated perseverance and have endured criticisms from those who may not understand your journey. I have watched you do so with steadfast desire to reach your goals while overcoming life's challenges. Tonight, I ask you to honor your teachers, your parents, your family, and your friends by accepting the challenge that we all know lie ahead and make a single decision today to chart a course for your own personal success. Once that decision is made, everything else will follow suit. You see, it's not a matter of determining each time you have a challenge whether you will succeed or not. You may decide that right here, right now, tonight, that you will reach your dreams and you will excel far beyond their boundaries. You see, because what you have learned along this path of school is that you may achieve anything that you commit your passion to. We are proud of you for your achievements thus far, and we know that you have many more that will lie ahead for you. In essence, my message to you tonight is that you are well prepared for your future. Congratulations, class of 2019. It is that time in which I would ask your principal, Ms. Jackson, to join me at the podium. Ms. Jackson, do you have a declaration to present to me this evening?
I hereby declare that the students present to you and the witnesses this evening has successfully completed all coursework required by the Texas Education Agency and are eligible to receive a diploma from Goose Creek Consolidated ISD.
All right, so if any of you were out there sitting in the audience here on the floor and were a little nervous, she said all of you have met all requirements as presented. Then as Superintendent of Schools, I hereby certify on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Goose Creek CISD and Goose Creek Memorial High School, I certify you the class of 2019. Congratulations.
Y'all notice it's a little high for you. Okay, so we have now come to the phase of our graduation for which everyone has been waiting for. We have discussed the meaning of this ceremony with our seniors and would like to mention it to our guests. While this is a happy and exciting occasion, this is a ceremony of honor and dignity. We ask your cooperation in maintaining the honor and dignity of this ceremony so that each student can be recognized. The use of mechanical noisemakers as a method of recognizing an individual is highly discouraged. Here at GCM, we raise the bar of expectations to a higher level each day for the students. This afternoon, we ask that you do the same. Goose Creek Memorial's Academic Dean, Canestra Bland, and Assistant Principal, Josh Painter, have been selected to announce the names of the graduates.
This line though. Graduates of the class of 2019 sitting in the first row, please stand and approach the platform to receive your diplomas as your name is called. Soham Sandeep Datar. Shaylee Yadav. Athena Jane Antiposado Genobas. Kayla Raquel Baham. Christopher Seriano. David Rodriguez. Cheyenne Rose Moeller. Austin Everett Goodman. Aaron Sidney Owano. Stephen Toledo. Morgan Michelle Birdsong. Danielle Victoria Bailey. Lane McCade Holman. Mitzi Garza. Christopher Ibarra. Ashlyn Brianne Schruel. Cameron Lee Garcia. Brianda Garcia Sanchez. Jan Domini Asuk Asan. Nayeli Galvez. Joshua Randall Protain. Nakia Alicia Wright. Emily Maureen Hansen. Anjali Prakash Patel. Zabian Jesus Gonzalez. Alma Marion Mendez. Isabella Grace Garzoria. Amanda Faith Garibay. Emily Gomez Quamatson. Dawson Robert Gonzalez. Jacqueline Rosas. Brian Alexander Diaz. Christian Cienfuegos. Brooke Ashlyn Byer. Al Marie Gail Janice Green. Remy Alejandra Acosta. Jacqueline Alexis Herrera. Andrea Cano Gara. Lauren Elizabeth Hofeld. Lorenzo Anthony Salinas. Macrina Estrella Prado Quay. Cynthia Carrillo. Christina Marie Nieto. Skylar Nicole West. Dejanelle Simone DeVore. Adelaide Abrego Jr. Breland Kiana Adams. Shamar Benson Adolph. Sadie Madison Aiken. Cheyenne Patience Alexander. Emily Nicole Alfaro. Julius Kane Alfaro. Taryn Allen. Isabel Alvarado. Jason Alvarez. Cameron Brian Ambrose. Mila Brioni Anderson. Joshua Salvador Andreessen. Raul Rudy Aguirre. Samuel Avalos. Brianna Renee Avalos. Seth Thomas Ball. Elima Bay. Alexander Jean Bailey. Alexandria Sienna Nicole Bailey. Jesus Banda Jr. Adrian Barajas. Carlos Manuel Barajas. J. Lee Barajas. Jesus Barajas. Brooklyn Elise Barnes. Kristen Marie Barnett. Anna Esmeralda Bergeron. Kelsey Nicole Barris. Gavino Barrera Jr. Camilla Coriana Barrett. Ivan Nathaniel Barrientos. Brianna Michelle Bejaran. Daniel Beltran. Kimberly Brianne Bernal. Hannah Sophia Batia. Madeline Batia. Breeza LaJoyce Booker. Benjamin Christopher Matthew Boys. Dylan Wade Bradbury. Destiny Janelle Bro. Aubrielle Elise Brummett. Braylon Marie Buck. Raymond Bueno. Alex Burke. Darren Jerome Bush Jr. Maxine Ibueza Cabiguez. Bryce Montgomery Campbell. Jalen Calvin Kane. Taylor Paul Kane. Crystal Ann Cantu. Natalie Giselle Carcamo. Jadera Camilla Cardwell. Fernando Carrion. Maria Soledad Carrillo. Chase Javon Carrington. Cameron Anthony Castillo. Juan Salvador Castillo Jr. Ruby Star Castillo. Juan Luis Ceja. Crescenciano Cirilio Martinez. Brian Cervantes. Seth Austin Cervenka. Zachary Min Quang Chamberlain. Zoe Monet Champ. Pranavu Prakash Chandran. Salvador Chavarete. Alicia Chavez Cruz. Malachi Asante Claybone. Louise Bolotalo Clarabelle. Dejan Markel Coleman. Victoria Colon. Christian Antonio Conde. Jordan Lee Connealy. Jennifer Mariana Contreras. Dylan Maxwell Cook. Cassandra Lizette Cordova. Cody Cornelius. Sebastian Al-Eric Cortez. DeKayla Rochelle Cartwright. Kayla Marie Courtney. Oscar Jason Coxon. Alyssa Tajela Creer. Alex Michael Crosby. Trayton Lorenzo Crump Levan. Leticia Yaneli Crurell. Karen Davila. Victor Davila. Essence Paralee Davis. Cielo Anaí De Leon. Ashley Delgado. Shawnee Michelle Dobbs. Sarita Joy Danai. Jacori Dosette. Destiny Ann Faith Dowling. Angel Marie Drews. Alan Drigo. Alina Drigo. Lawrence Vernon Driver III. Michael Anthony Duarte. Kevin Duran. Linda Danielle Dutt. Jonathan Eastman. Gregory Wayne Edwards III. Andrew James Idle. Rubicella Marie Erickson. Jesse Jason Estrada. Macy Lynn Farmer. Raven Alexis Farmer. Aram Christine Farrar. Anthony DeCary Fatal. Ty Felder. Jasmine Yvette Fernandez. Jeanette Ferrisquia. Mava Angeline Flavin. Christian Isaiah Flores. Javier Flores. Eduardo Alexander Flores Tavar. Trayvon Craig Fontenot. Haley Ashton Ford. Jade Misha Ford. Trenton Isaiah Foster. Alyssa Deshae Faye Frank. Enesee Elia Frank. Shaughnessy Alexis Francois. Pablo Fresnado. Giselle Guadalupe Fuentes. Jeshlyn Gallardo. Jonathan Marcus Gallo. Ana Lily Galvan. Aaron Renee Garces. Angel Manuel Garcia. Anthony Guillermo Garcia. Danielle Jacqueline Garcia. Delilah Ileana Garza. Isaac Ishmael Garza. Amir Sajad Gamari. Javon Duran Gillum. Amanda Lee Godwin. Abigail Deanne Gomez. Zachariah Angel Gomez. Joseph Drew Gonzalez. Adrian Angel Gonzalez. Giovanni Luke Gonzalez. Jose David Gonzalez Jr. Mark Anthony Gonzalez. Omar Alejandro Gonzalez. Alexandria Gonzalez. Edith Gonzalez. Roy James Good IV. Jordan Oswald Green. Kiana Dana Nicole Greer. Guillermo Garcia. Joshua Gresham Jr. Brishana Crochet Griffin. Gabriel Emmanuel Griffin. Joseph Wajardo. Mariah Guerrero. Kaylin Lene Gidros Simpson. Sydney Brianna Guillory. Tommy Randall Guillory Jr. Abner Elu Guzman. Caleb Harris. My Unique Star Harris. Sydney Marie Harsky. Samaje Tremaine Hawkins. Anna Marie Anastasia Haynes. Rebecca Lynn Hartsill. Cody Ryan Heiser. Brendan Lee Henderson. Brisa Anahi Hernandez. Enrique Hernandez. Fabiola Dali Hernandez. Gabriela Renee Hernandez. Melissa Herrera. Cutler Evan Lee Hill. Adrian Hinojosa Jr. Destiny Rose Hinojosa. Isaac Elazar Hinojosa. Mariah Celeste Holmes. Keenan Michael Houchins. Hannah Michelle Humphrey. Jacrista Rochelle Hunter. Jose Luis Ibarra. Gabriel Abad Ibarra Benavides. Devany Michelle Isakoa Lopez. Gilly Vernie Jawahir. Rashawn Michael C. Jegan. Adair William Jeffers. Keyshawn Devontre Johnson. Cameron D. Johnson. Mackenzie Johnson. Haley Michelle Johnston. Deja Lene Jones. Gabrielle Charlie Ray Jones. Jasmine Christina Jones. Madison Paige Jones. Zaid bin Hussein.
Maya Jolene Joseph. Nathan Joseph. Taurus Kelly Jr. Aaliyah M. Kennedy. Rebecca Grace Kleinhens. Edgar Landa. Kaylee Ann Landers. Alexandra Renee Landry. Sitlali Lotta. Ahmad Rashad LeBlanc. Janaya Rihanna LeBlanc. Gabrielle Deanne Leggington. Brandon Nathan Leon. Kanan Terrell Letcher. Brianna Shayla Lewis. Chris Lewis. Tyson Ari Lewis. Marion Lindesey. DJ Lambrania. Aniver Lopez Jr. Hector Lopez III. Jesus Alejandro Lozano Amanya. Lindy Vanessa Luzero. Lucas Lux. Naeli Magonia Cardenas. Adrian Javier Manzo. Justin Javier Manzano. John Anthony Manzo. Cora Elizabeth Maris. Melissa Marokin. Caleb David Martin. Brianna Marie Martinez. Madison Nicole Martinez. Sergio Martinez. Vivian Aspen Martinez. Zane A. Mascot. Marion Hope Mathis Williams. Catherine Nicole Mutute. Destiny Faith Mays. Logan Ray McCartney. Michael Anthony McCartney. Angela Leona McGrew. Dylan McIntosh. Christian Medina. Christopher Isaac Medina. Roman Medina. Isaiah Rudy Mahea. Madeline Yvonne Melendez. Marquise Antoni Melendez. Abraham Alberto Mendez. Hillary Adriana Mendez. Eileen Mendez Lopez. Amorte Mendoza. Christina Leticia Mendoza. Omar Stephen Mendoza. Catherine Annette Miller. Summer Carol Ann Miller. John Hardy Meyer. Luke Tyler Mitchell. Kayla Emily Molina. Iano Montez Perez. Doriana Janique Montgomery. Brianna Page Moody. Savannah Elise Moody. Joshua Moore. Jada Gabrielle Mooring. Oscar Morales. Kiana Aaliyah Morris. Wendy Rena Mott. Jonathan Damon Moya. Benjamin Andrew Mueller Jr. Kaylee M. Muelling. Shobit Kumar Sanjay Mohandra. Isis Munoz. Juan Alexander Munoz. Michael Angelo Munoz. Jonathan Daniel Muratahya. Tidarius Roy Murphy. Annabelle Jolie Nash. Leo Esquivel Nava. Cristal Alexandra Navarro. Oops. DeWitt Atkins Nelson. Arthur Gwynn. Melvin Ray Nicholas III. Adrian Nolasco. Alex Ocha. Blake Odom. Stephanie Supapon Okan. Alexis Mariah Oler Metor. Martin Oliveras. Vicente Gerardo Holmes. Leonardo Ortiz. Ryan Fernando Ovale. Savannah Emily Ozuna. Eileen Lizeth Badia. Alexis Nicole Palaminos. Tashin Salim Patel. Yel Alfredo Patino Vargas. Fred Pena. Rachel Diane Correria. Anastasia Donacia Perez. Crystal Perez. Daniela Perez. Delia Lizeth Perez. Miguel Perez. Misaili Perez. Perla Jocelyn Perez. Hannah Victoria Perry. Tristan Bryce Pickens. Brady Wayne Pogue. Amaya Janae Polis. Jasmine Ponce. Brooklyn Marie Poor. Cedric Dwayne Powell Jr. Marisol Alicia Privet. Jacob Layden Randall Protein. Vanessa Nayeli Puente Hernandez. Ulysses Ramirez Quiroga Jr. Giovanni Enrique Ramirez Vasquez. Brianna Janae Randall. Matthew Kevon Renee. Joanna Victoria Resendez. Alicia Retna. Jennifer Retna. Caleb Jordan Reyes. Adam Philip Roberts Rhodes. Blaze Anthony Richard. Paris Adam Richard. Elizabeth Monique Ridley. Frank Jesus Rivera. Joanna Inichico Rivera. Ethan Harrison Robbins. Alicia Dominic Rocha. Alicia Gabriel Rodriguez. Ani Rodriguez. Miguel Angel Rodriguez. Yashira Evalicia Rodriguez. Jesse Albert Rodriguez Carbajal. Edward Roman. Angel Renee Ross. Shadei Alexander Salama. Carlos Rodrigo Saucedo. Eric Patricia Salego. Liliana Salego. Brianna Sarah Salinas. Eddie Salinas. Emily Madison Salinas. Adrian Sanabrea. Alex Sanchez. Cicely Alessandra Sanchez. Rigoberto Sanchez. Keaton Riley Sanders. Paige Nicole Saunders. Omar Santana Scott. Haley Leanne Seal. Angelia Suriano. Ulysia Silver. Mason Floyd Simeon. Tanner Sewell. Arnoud Singh III. Jordan K. Singleton. Keelan Damian Smith, Jr. Seamus Kane Solis. Jesus Hernandez Solis III. Luis Soriano. Miguel Soriano, Jr. Keeson Lee Spears. Tabitha Jean Spry. Zion Asaya St. Bryce. Eric Glenn St. John. Devlin Patrick Stye. Kendall Stewart. Dustin Michael Stone. Nicholas Lee Strange. Joshua Nicholas Swazer. Megan Michelle Swindoll. Priscilla Marie Tays. Christian Telez. Leslie Telez. Brian Tamores. Caitlin Nicole Terrell. Candace Lachey Thomas. Markel Thomas. Curly Canoe Vince Thompson. Kevin Andre Thompson. Taylor Ryan Timms. Jesus Torres. Oscar Torres Jr. Carly Nicole Trish. Matthew Tristan. Savide Trejo Vinces. Stephen Trong. Cam Turney. John Banjo Rones Ulgassen. Caleb Jack Orick. Bernice Yashardid Rubina. Angel Guillermo Vasquez. Octaviano Valencia. Marco Antonio Valderez Jr. Brianna Vega. Natalie Vega Nagit. Alejandro Velasquez. Preston Lee Vermillion. Mariah Alexis Villa. Melissa Villagomez. Anthony Joe Villarreal. Dominic Elijah Villarreal. Francisco Javier Veasuna. Savannah Lee Vial. Jayla Michelle Walker. Jordan Rihanna Walker. Judith Wally. Caleb Kyle Waller. Alexis Nicole Weber. Tasia Saray Wells. Alicia Monique Weedfall. Cheyenne Wickeser. Dalton Jacob Williams. Dylan Williams. Kaylin Aline Williams. Isaiah Michael Wilson. Isaiah Patrick Wilson. Preston Kyle Wood. Ramiro Eduardo Yanez. Ashley Elizabeth Udisha. Destiny Ann Zacharias. Benjamin Zamaripa. Brenda Zupade. Jasmine Alexis Zuducci. Anthony Burgos. Vince Ambit Ubagan. Cinder Herman. Jacob Herrera. Iolini Jamario. Justin Guerrero. Seth Condre. The state has provided an opportunity for former students to complete their graduation requirements. We are pleased to recognize the following student who has completed their graduation requirement and will be walking across the stage receiving her diploma. With us tonight is Bethlyn Patterson. Thank you again, and can we give a recognize all the students that graduated?
Okay, graduates, would you please stand? And as a symbol of your graduation, move your tassels from the right to the left. Guests, would you please stand for the benediction given today by Senior Vice President Kayla Bahan and our recessional. Please bow your heads with me as we pray. Dear Lord, this is it. Our final moments as high schoolers have come to a close, and we are now about to embark on the next journey in our lives. Thank you for allowing the GCM class of 2019 to be able to celebrate this occasion, and please let us never take for granted the opportunities we have been given in order to reach and commemorate this important milestone. Thank you for allowing us to come in contact with peers, teachers, mentors, parents, and guardians who have been there when you knew we needed them, in our best times and at our worst. Lord, in just a few moments, this graduation ceremony will become a memory I pray we recall fondly as we embark on the next stages of our lives. Be with everyone here today and touch their futures so that the journey to come is fruitful and prosperous. God, allow us as the class of 2019 to be a positive beacon to those around us going forward, and give us the strength to be the change we want to see in the world. Please bless us and guide us as we depart from one another, and allow everyone to have safe traveling mercies as we leave this center. Thank you for your love, mercy, and grace towards us. In Jesus' name, amen. Congratulations, class of 2019. So at this time, we will end this with a recessional. If you are one of the faculty that is helping to prepare our diploma dispersal, if you would now release to the Yeoman Gym. And at this time, we will start our recessional. Woo!